Hey guys, here's PvP clips of me if you have the attention span of a tortoise, just like myself. But yeah, sorry for the dynamic change from my regular content like SMP videos and montages. I just think this should just be brought in the light, and because it's like so serious. But on the 26th, I was minding my own business on Stray, and if you're not familiar with Stray IGG, it's a FFA PvP server, and I'm on there frequently, just practicing. And then I was approached by this guy, Deparosa, and that's his alt account, but the main account is Wix, and he wanted me to join Rage, which is a guild on Stray, and I was bantering back and forth with him saying, why should I join Rage? He said about the current guild I'm in, Latte, they're so fucking weird in that there's pedophiles, doxers, everything. Me personally, I wasn't just going to take his word for it, so I wanted to know more about it. He sent me his Discord, and then I added him back, and then we started talking from there. He sent me a Google Doc called Apex Alliance, and then this gets pretty sick from here. Here's the first thing I see when I open up this Google Doc. Yeah, I know, it's a lot to take in. Also, I know it says other guilds in there, but I'm mainly focusing on Latte right now. So after reading into this document, I was astonished, just in disbelief. So I rationally left the Latte Discord server, and then I left the guild in Minecraft. Because why would I want to surround myself with this type of people? Then Yo, the owner of Latte, messages me. Why'd Buddy leave? Then I said, let me show you what I just saw. And then I sent her the Google Doc, exposing her and other people. She says, this been debunked, and let me add you to the same GC. I was confused, so I said, what do you mean? She said, I showed someone else this. Then I said, alright, because I want to see her side of the story, maybe this has been debunked, and maybe this is just one big misunderstanding. So she adds me to the group chat with me and one other person, Mexican Teletubby, but he was offline and didn't say anything to me. So when I join, she messages in chat, yo, I say what's up, and then I scroll up in the chat just to see what's there. And then this caught me off guard. So I guess the person who wanted to leave too was for the same reason I wanted to leave. And they were going back and forth, and then Yo says this. Yeah, I sexted a 17-year-old while 18, and then goes to defend it by saying to the other person who wanted to leave, yes, legal to gray area, which I'm assuming means she found a legal gray area in the law and sexted a kid. And then a few messages down, she says, age of consent in France is 16, in Sweden, 15. That's what she said to the person who wanted to leave. So jumping back to now, I said, why'd you say you were sexting a 17-year-old? She says it's in the same document, which I still don't know what that meant, so I replied to the message that she said about sexting a 17-year-old. Then she sent the screenshot of it, and I'm still lost. But maybe I'm just slow, you know? So I said, like, bro, how do you defend that? She put a question mark. Then she said, defend 18x17, following up with another question mark, and then she says, is that a pedophilia to you? I said, I mean, yeah. She said, well, you're wildly incorrect for a couple of reasons. And what I say is my standpoint on it. So I say there's one thing dating and talking, but another doing sexual stuff with them. Because they're still a minor, and I don't think it's morally right. She says, 1. 18 and 17 is the same year group in college / school. 2. Sweden's law in my country, age of consent is 15. I would never go that low, but that's my country's law. But I guess in some twisted and morally corrupt way, she's right. But that's practically on the lines of defending the weirdos who hop to different countries to date and do sexual stuff with people way younger than them because that's the country's law. But after all that, I was removed from the group chat. And that was that. So I'm making this video not to slander Yo and her guild. I just want people on Minecraft to be safe. And not only just that, people in general on the internet. Because there is weirdos and creeps out there, and you might just not know it. And I want y'all to be as safe as possible. Because even someone like me, who is familiar and has been around the community since 2023, I didn't know anything about this. But yeah, please be safe, especially just in general on the internet. And I'll put up the full screenshots and clips at the end of the video. So yeah, that's the end. Bye.